welcome back to our Bristol United channel, and this is my first manager's blog of the season. I didn't have the chance actually to do a bit of a pre-blog today because it was just caught up with a few things and too busy. So straight into a post-match blog, and we played Shaftesbury Crusade A today, and we lost 3-2. It was the first league game of the season, so a disappointing result for us today. Gutted really, because we deserved something from the game. I thought the first half we was really sort of finely balanced. We went 1-0 up in the game, quickly went to 1-1, and then went 2-1 down in the first half, and thought that was a little bit harsh on us, but I mean, it was a very even, close game, and sometimes that happens. You don't always just end up at a level score. It's the half-time whistle. So that was what it was. Second half, I mean, there were no changes for us, and I've just said to the players at half-time to go out and do what they've been doing first half, but with a little bit more intensity and a couple of sort of tactical tweaks of how we were sort of set up front. But the first, in all fairness, the first 5-7 minutes of the first half, there was no response from us, and I thought this sort of probably didn't look like it was going to go well for us. And I think then sort of we started to get back in the game, and within 5 minutes we were 3-1 down, and that then for me, I thought, well, how we were sort of playing at that point, I thought we're going to really sort of struggle here, and we didn't look like our normal selves. But credit to the lads, the third goal, to go 3-1 down, it sort of fired them up a little bit, and then they got on the front foot and playing our football. And from then on in, we pretty much dominated the game at 3-1. And I think there's always an element of Shaftesbury being 3-1 up, could probably look to go a bit tighter and close the game out. I'm aware of that, but we really did sort of put the pressure on it and sort of get the ball down in play. And from then on in, and certainly the last 30 minutes of the game, it was just unbelievable how we were still 3-1 down. We had a bar, we had a couple of absolutely fantastic chances where Bill Gilbertson, the striker, sort of got to the byline and on two occasions took the goalie out with sort of passes, and we've missed absolute sitters. One hit right at the goalie, another one cleared off the line when we should really be scoring, and other chances. We've missed some absolute some real good chances today, and we got nobody but to blame for ourselves for that. You miss those amount of chances, it's gonna come back and sort of bite you in the behind. But so that's on us. That's on us as a team why we've lost today. But credit to Shaftesbury. I mean, they played their part in the game, and by all means, over the 90 minutes, it wasn't so we battered them for 90 minutes, and it's just one of those days. Because, like I said, it was a very even first half, and they've had moments in the second half, first 10 minutes, and also then when we're bombing forward, they've had chances like to hit us on the break. So it was a good game overall. I said we're sort of kicking ourselves a little bit with the chances we have missed today, because just another day we probably put 5 or 6 extra goals on the scoreline today, but it wasn't to be. I mean, like I said, we got to just take that and move on and try and sharpen up it for the games coming next week and beyond now. But it did a disappointing start in terms of result. We had a few players missing today with the lineup, because we still got a few injuries. With Mike Gilbertson was injured, Josh Gilbertson's still injured, George Williams, as we know on a previous blog, he's going to be out for another 4 or 5 weeks. So three big sort of injuries in the sides of big players. Dan Little and Sam Morgan couldn't make today because they have a wedding to attend to. So there's 5 sort of potential first team players. What was missing as well for us today in terms of like the overall squad. So, but that's what squads are for. We've got a strong enough squad, and today just wasn't wasn't to be. I said we got to take that. We're not going to have things all our own way this year and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a disappointing start to the season with a loss, but the performance levels was there, especially the first 30. So I decided that the last 30 minutes. My only sort of criticism and thoughts on that, sometimes it's easier to play when you're 3-1 down than it is at 0-0. So the team got to learn that. I mean, they're a young team. They got to learn to be coming out and playing like this with this intensity and taking the game to opponents at 0-0 and at the start of the games, but not when they're necessarily you're 3-1 down and presumably sort of the game's lost. But that'll come. Young players, that'll come in time with plenty of games and experience. But on to we're back on the training field this week, and now on to Saturday, where we have Redfield Rovers reserves at home. So that's a 2 p.m. kickoff. So it'll be looking really to bounce back with a positive result and 3 points on that. But yeah, let's see what it brings. But bit gutted, bit flat in terms of obviously there's a lot of hype for the first game of the season, and every team wants to come away with a positive result first game of the season, but it wasn't to be. And credit to Shaftesbury who got the 3 points, and we move on. But yeah, thanks as always for watching the videos, and as always, like and subscribe and share on all our social medias, and I will be back for another blog ahead of our next game against Redfield Rovers.